What is up, my stylish people? This is Shank. Welcome back to the channel. Recently, I did a videos on 5 most value for money watches you can get from Casio. So I got two of them personally for myself as well. One in another colorway, and the other one which I suggested that definitely I will get in that particular video. I already unboxed them and I started using them also. This one I already have, which is the Casio vintage option in this 230A series. This one I got offline initially at a price point of 2500 rupees. This one looks very classy. The silver stainless steel, it held up really well. I used it quite a lot. In terms of the dial color, it's a white color option with the casing also being in the silver color. Overall, it's a nice clean looking option, and the dial size for this Casio vintage option is 29.8 mm. हाँ, थोड़ा सा छोटा है, नहीं है, but विंटेज ऑप्शंस मतलब यही अच्छा लगता है ना. दैट्स द रीजन लाइक आई लव दिस पर्टिकुलर ऑप्शन. कैसियो विंटेज सीरीज, you do expect this in terms of the dial size and everything. So I got the same exact watch in a different colorway in this gold color. Just because of the colorway, 2000 rupees you are just paying. No change in the watch at all. Just for this colorway you are paying 2000 rupees extra. I feel that it is worth it. I got some 10 or 15% off on Amazon. This time I bought on Amazon. I did a smart thing rather than buying offline. Offline I need to pay basically the full price for these options. These options मिलता नहीं है इतना ज़्यादा, but whenever you get it, काट लो ऐड जैसे कोने in case if you don't like it, you can always return, right? Of course, I did a review of this one, right? So no need to mention about each and everything. But my initial impression, the quality of the overall the gold watch, it is basically the same as the silver option, and also like scratches be very minimal, and also there is no color damage or anything as such. And what I like is that the coating is kind of a matte or maybe a dull kind of a coating. It's not like a brighter version like the Tissot PRX which I have, which you guys can see on the screen, but this one is like more subtle, more muted. It's not in your face kind of a color. There is a change in terms of the shine when it comes to the casing color of the gold and also the normal chain. The chain looks like a normal 2500 rupees watch. ये chain है ना, same ऐसा लगता है, but this looks expensive. And also inside they have this subtle undertone of the gold color when it comes to the inside dial color. That's what I liked with this particular option, and rest all everything stays the same. But one nitpicky option, I'm not sure that why they did that. Yes, it's understandable for the silver option. They're giving all the clasps and everything in the silver color, but for gold option, seriously, the backside and this here, this is like very nitpicky. But just when you're paying double the amount just for the color, these are something which is expected. In case if I'm paying the same 2500 rupees option just like this particular thing, I would not have expected. But when I paid just for the color, this is something which is expected, but unfortunately it's not. Other than that, this is a great addition, and these are like the lookalike of that Cartier Santos or maybe the Tank. Not exactly the Tank, mostly the Santos options. This is a very budget affordable alternative. There is another watch which might be controversial in terms of the sizing. If I recommend to you guys, I'm not recommending any of these watches. These are my initial impressions, and this is why I bought, like I'm just saying. This is a Casio Enticer series option. This for women. This is for women. This is a ladies watch. It's listed under ladies watch, even though it's mentioned as unisex on the leaflet, but it's basically a ladies watch. And here the dial size is 22 mm. Already you guys might be thinking 29.8 mm of the previous watch might be like a very small or tiny. This one is even more tinier. You can see on my wrist the footage, it looks tiny. I wore this to office. I had some looks, people are observing like what I am wearing. From far away, after you wear for 10-15 minutes or maybe half an hour, it looks kind of normal. And how I see this particular option is like a bracelet. For example, if I have a bracelet, I do have a bracelet in the black color, you guys see, which I generally wear. The bracelets, more or less, they would be of this size only, right? We generally wear, and we are very comfortable. The what they would have done a little bit better is that obviously it's a ladies watch. That's the reason the strap width is also tiny. If the strap width would have been almost close to the dial width, it would have been even more better in terms of the proportions for wearing as a men's watch. Still, what I can see that you can just see this as a bracelet with a watch dial to it. As simple as that. I don't see that it's more like a woman watch or anything of that sort. Yes, it looks tiny. It looks tiny in terms of the dial size, but the only factor that differs is that as I mentioned, the strap width, that's what differs for this particular option. Apart from that, there is no disadvantage with this option. Again, it's 2500 rupees, very very affordable. As I mentioned, I see this option mostly as a second watch which I am wearing. Like for example, I mostly use a smartwatch. This is more like a stylish piece, more like a bracelet that also have that dial to it. I use this as a particular option. I don't use this as a standalone watch. You can actually, but my intentions behind just keeping this particular option is that. आपको वीडियो पसंद आ गया नहीं आ गया, and would you buy this particular options, or what is the next video you want to see? గుర్తుంది, ఆఫీస్ essentials or a office wardrobe. I am just buying few of the options, and few options which I already have. I'm searching for that alternate links. పక్కా చేస్తాను for sure this month. అదమ్మా వీడియోకి. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome content like this. That's it for me. See you next time.